November is soon coming to a close. With that comes December. Today we will be discussing sneakers to resell in the month of December. If you're not into reselling, that's okay as well. You could use this guide to know what are going to be the most hyped sneakers, the most limited, or even what popular general releases may potentially go on sale because, hey, we're all trying to save a little bit of money. Specifically, we'll be discussing the name of the sneaker, the retail, the release date, and whether the sneaker will be profitable or not, or if they may even potentially sit on shelves, resulting in a sale price. Feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications just to stay 100% updated on all of these profitable releases, because December may just be the best month we have seen in all of 2020. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter for urgent updates and info, KeithAdam10, and also personals for you. Kicking it off with a bang on December 1st, we have the SB Dunk High Invert Celtics dropping for $120. For the first, these will only be dropping in Europe, but as for other regions, I will keep you guys updated, so make sure you're subscribed with post notifications enabled. Regarding resale for these, you could certainly expect these to be very profitable with a great margin, full throttle on this drop in all sizes. Also, potentially on December 1st for $140, we may be seeing the Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort Summit White Drop. The reason I say potential is because these may actually be delayed. However, Finish Line and JD Sports still have these listed for the 1st of December. I'll keep you guys updated regarding this. Now, in terms of resale, I do expect these to be profitable in all sizes with a good margin. Although I don't expect demand to be too incredible, it is also worth noting that retail is only $140 on these. Currently, pre-sale is a little more inflated than usual because, again, I do believe that these may potentially be delayed, so keep that in mind. But regardless, I still do see these being a good cop. Moving on to December 3rd, we have another incredible drop. The Dunk High Varsity Purple and women's sizes will be dropping for $120. Expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin, definitely full throttle on these. Now moving on to December 4th, now for $190, we have one of the most anticipated drops this entire year, which actually was postponed a while back. This is the Jordan 1 J Balvin. Expect these to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin, obviously full throttle on this release, no holding back. Now prior to moving on, I do have an exciting announcement for those of you who have been patiently waiting. Endurance will finally be restocking on December 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. CET in Europe, tweeted from KeithAdam10. Endurance is a group to help you fully exploit the secondary market, but what makes Endurance so different though? Well, to start off, Endurance offers numerous softwares completely free for all members to help them exploit drops. All members have access to a location spoofer to help them exploit sneakers stashes, sneakers passes, frenzy drops, etc. All members have access to an autofill tool with auto checkout and auto add to cart to destroy drops and restocks even if they don't have a bot. All members have access to a custom queue bot to help them efficiently pass waiting rooms on sites like Adidas, Finish Line, Mesh, Snipes, and even has a cookie feature for efficiently passing queue on Yeezy supply. There's also a Supreme add to cart bot to make manual checkouts extremely easy, which has now actually been implemented into the autofill. There's also a Dick's Sporting Goods bypass system, and for any botters, we also offer free software to help you guys out as well. For example, this could generate Akamai cookies efficiently, generate one-click Gmail, profile converter, account gen, and much more, and even cheap in-house residential proxies available 24/7 for the most reliable providers. But that's not the end of it. We love innovation, and we're always developing new things to separate us from others. Then, of course, we have amazing relationships with a number of elite commercial bots for group buys that members actually want. My personal favorite, though, above all, Nike sneakers early info. My personal favorite recently was the Union Jordan stash, since members were prepared with the exact time, date, and coordinates to spoof to. Not to mention even the custom spoofer we coded for all members to use for completely free. And more recently, probably the Air Force One Paranoid Sneaker Scratcher Shock Drop. That was certainly very fun. So again, the Endurance restock will be on December 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. CET. Mark your calendars and set your alarms. Now moving back to December 4th, also on the 4th for $190, we have the Jordan 8 Burgundy dropping. Personal only for these, not for resale purposes. There is a chance you may even be able to grab a pair of these for slightly below retail if you do want a personal. Also on the 4th for $140, Europe will be dropping the Air Max 1 Lemonade. Personal only when it comes to these, but don't sleep if you do want a personal pair, as they're likely going to sit around retail plus shipping anyway. Moving on to the 5th, we have something that we have waited years for. The Yeezy 350 V2 Bred will finally, officially be restocking on December December 5th for $220. Initially, they were rumored for 2019, and now they are confirmed for the 5th. Regarding resale, although yes, you should expect the price to drop considerably, it already has a bit. In fact, these will still be very profitable with a great margin in all sizes, not just the small sizes, but of course, as always, sizes under 8 will perform the best, as usual for 350s. Also, on December 5th for $100, we will be getting the SB Dunk Low Wheat. Expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin. As you can see, December is insane to say the least, and you'll see even more as we go forward. Also, on December 5th for $220, the Jordan 4 Sashiko will be dropping after a slight delay. There's currently really solid demand on these. There's definitely solid potential for lunch money on these despite the higher retail of $220, primarily if you have no tax in your state on larger sizes, so it's nothing too significant, but definitely decent potential for lunch money, so it's worth noting. And finally, for the 5th for $190, the Jordan 9 Photo Blue will be dropping. Personal only when it comes to these, but don't sleep if you do want a personal for them, as they are expected to sell out. Moving on to December 7th for $120, the Air Force 1 High Christmas will be dropping. These actually seem to have pretty decent demand for these, so I would expect potential for lunch money with a decent margin on these. Not the greatest, but certainly worth noting nonetheless, although I can't say the same when it comes to the Air Max 90 pair. Regardless, I'll still keep you guys updated for those. On the other hand, I do believe that the Blazer Christmas pair has some potential for lunch money considering the retail is only $90. Not too sure on this as of now though. I'll keep you guys updated as we approach the drop. Moving on to December 9th, we have another very exciting release. For $120, the Dunk High Varsity Maize will finally be dropping after a delay. Expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin, full throttle without a doubt. Moving on to December 10th, we should be seeing the Yeezy 350 Zebra re-release. This is because it is listed as the 10th on Kanye West's Adidas Yeezy drop calendar, which has been pretty accurate thus far. I can't confirm this as of now myself because it's not a Nike product. I don't have connections with Adidas, unlike how I do for Nike. Regardless, this is just when they're supposed to drop. It's possible that they may potentially be delayed, so if it is, I will keep you guys updated. Now, regarding resale for whenever they do drop, whether it's on the 10th or a later date, very similar to the Bred V2s, expect all sizes to be profitable with a good margin, but of course, all sizes under 8 will perform the best. Just one of the many drops to look forward to coming up. Moving on to December 12th for $220, the Jordan 11 25th anniversary will be dropping. At best, I'm only expecting lunch money for these, primarily just for people who have no tax in their state, so it's not the best drop, but there is some profit that can potentially be made on these. On the 15th for $220 each, we have a couple of Pharrell Williams HUs. I would suggest these for personal only, not for resale purposes. Now, if you do want a personal pair, I would not suggest sleeping on these as they are expected to sell out. Also on the 15th for $110, the Dunk Low Disrupt in black in women's sizes will drop. Personal only when it comes to these. In fact, as of now, you should be able to grab certain sizes on StockX for just around retail since they did drop really badly after Europe pairs did end up releasing early. Then on December 17th for $170, the Air Max 95 Neon will be dropping. These have always been a relatively demanded colorway, and it seems to be the case again for this year's drop. Definitely have solid potential for lunch money with a subpar margin with or without tax. Not the best drop, but definitely worth noting as well. Also on the 17th, we will be getting two pairs of Sacai Vaporwaffles in green and burgundy for $180, both of which are expected to be very profitable with a great margin. However, I'm not expecting them to perform as well as the black and white pair that already released before. Regardless, both are still great cop. Moving to December 18th for $220, the Yeezy 350 Sand will be dropping. I'm not expecting anything great when it comes to these. At best, potentially lunch money in sizes under 8, so not a great drop, but some money can potentially be made, so it is worth noting. Then on December 19th for $190, the Jordan 13 Hyper Royal will be dropping. Nothing too great here, but they do have potential for lunch money if you do have no tax in your state, primarily in larger sizes. Nothing great, but again, there is some potential for profit. I'll keep you guys updated on this one. More importantly though, on the 19th, don't forget that Europe will be dropping the delayed Jordan 1 Mochas for men and grade school for $170 and $130, both of which, of course, will be very profitable with a great margin. You should know this by now, of course. Full throttle on both, without a doubt. I wouldn't expect the current market to change much at all, in fact, from what it's at currently. Moving on to December 21st, for $200, we may be getting another 700 V3. This will be the Yeezy 700 V3 Clay Brown. I am expecting these to be profitable primarily in sizes over 8, not under. It's actually quite the contrary when it comes to 700 V3s. I'd expect a similar performance to what we saw in the Safflower, so nothing too significant, but still easy small profit nonetheless. Jumping to December 26th, for $190, we will be getting the Jordan 12 Reverse Flu Game. Although demand looks really high right now, they are of course very inflated being 1 month out from the drop. Personal only as of now, I'd say, and if demand is still holding up before the drop, I will make an update, but at best it would probably only be around lunch money for people who don't have tax in their location. Jordan 12s just really haven't been able to garner a significant amount of hype lately. And for the last sneaker that we'll be discussing today, the Jordan 11 Adapt will be dropping on December 30th for $500. Normally, I would say personal only for these due to the very high retail and the fact that Adapts don't tend to garner a ton of demand in general. However, since this is the very first 11 Adapt, I can't be too sure as of now, as they do have some potential for profit with a poor margin, I suppose, so I'll have to keep you guys updated on this. But regardless, as you guys can see from all the drops that I did previously mention throughout this video, this entire month, December, is certainly one of the best, if not the best, month of 2020, so you better buckle up. Also, there are still going to be many releases that don't have dates as of now that are going to be popping up throughout the month, so remember to subscribe and enable post notifications just so you're always 100% updated on that. But anyway, that will conclude it for today. Remember that the limited endurance restock will take place on December 1st, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. CET in Europe. Tweeted from Keith Adam 10. Like if you did enjoy or perhaps learn a thing or two, and of course, subscribe and enable post notifications if you happen to be new, and follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, for urgent updates as well as personals for you. With that, enjoy the rest of your day, good luck on your endeavors this month, and I'm sure you guys will all do terrific. We have so many opportunities.